Hear me, Autumn?
I can.
Awesome. I switched to my headphones. Alrighty. We are absolutely live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, Autumn. This is super exciting. We're going to talk about Love Week a little bit. For those of you joining us and don't know, my name is Eddie. I'm the pastor of missions and the interim Williamsburg campus pastor. For this stream, it really just matters that I'm the pastor of missions. And this is Autumn. She is one of our incredible leaders. Oh my gosh, Autumn, you've led everywhere, I think. At Yorktown, Newport News, Hampton. I'm sure you've done stuff in Williamsburg as well for all of our events, for production, for Love Week stuff, for all kinds of missions, leading on the host team. Have you ever filled in the baby room or anything with kids, Autumn?
I have volunteered during staff events to take care of babies.
Yes, come on. Yep. You've actually done everything. You've done more than I have. So it's awesome. I appreciate you jumping on here with us. Autumn also helps us do all the things Love Week, setting up events, calling organizations. She leads at events as well. And so I just wanted to invite her on here to talk about Love Week a little bit with us and kind of share some thoughts and help me answer questions because she probably knows more than I do at this point about everything Water's Edge. But we're talking about Love Week today. So I just want to kind of give some exciting things happening with Love Week next week. As everyone knows, let's just address the elephant in the room, Autumn. We got a new executive order yesterday, which is fun, and that limits gatherings, different things. And thankfully, for every single one of our events, we are under 50 people. And so we're not affected in that way. And besides that, we are taking every precaution and really going above and beyond any recommendations from the CDC or the government on making our events as safe and as being as wise as possible on these events, whether they're inside, outside, we're being safe. And we've really gone through each of our events with a fine-tooth comb and made sure that they are going to be safe and they're going to be wise. And so I'm excited that we still get to have Love Week. And Autumn, are you excited about that? I see you smiling about it. You're excited?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's awesome. Well, today we really wanted to do a live stream about Love Week, just to be able to answer anyone's questions as well about Love Week as they come about, as we're talking about different projects. Feel free to type in the chat there, anybody who's watching, your questions, and we will get to them. I promise. We may get to some in the middle, some in the end, but we will get to them. I may respond to them via video, or Autumn may respond to them in the chat. But ask any question you have, and we will be able to answer them. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I have some notes here to look at. Hello, Savannah. Hello, Marie. So glad you're joining us. Alrighty, so let's just start with some vision for Love Week. We've done Love Weeks for several years. This actually might be our 10th. I think this is our 10th Love Week, Autumn.
Oh, wow.
Is pretty exciting. Our 10th, and of course, it's in a fun COVID quarantine season. We always like to do things for anniversary, big ones like this, 10th, and so we're doing things obviously a little bit differently for Love Week for a 10th anniversary, but not necessarily because of that, but because of quarantine, and that's okay. But anyway, so vision for Love Week, why we do Love Week, it's because it's a part of our overall vision with our missions. One of our wins in our missions outreach ministry is that we get to impact our local communities. We impact our communities. And so Love Week is just a huge, huge part of impacting our local communities. There's other things we do, but this is a huge part of it one time out of the year. And so we get to do that with Love Week. Second reason why we do Love Week is I'll just quote the Bible on this. John 13:35 says, "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." If you love one another, which I think is so good. And so, man, we are going to love on one another this week. We're going to love on organizations. We're going to love on individuals. There's going to be so much love poured out from Water's Edge and to our communities, to friends all over the world, as we have people joining us online all over the world. And just to reiterate, Love Week is not just for people who are close to one of our physical campuses. It is for anyone joining online. There's a way for you to get involved, and we'll go through a couple of those in a little bit. But don't don't tune this out if you're online and thinking this is just for the area right around our campuses, because it's not. It's for everyone. And obviously, all this goes to help us change the way people think about church. So let's jump into how people sign up. There's a question here: can we bring kids to the mask repairing event? I will say they are absolutely welcome. It's up to you how much they can do. There will be some using scissors. There'll be some tying zip ties, putting zip ties into these masks, putting masks in the boxes, taping boxes, all that kind of stuff. So as much as you feel like your kids can help with the mask repairing event, they are absolutely welcome to. I would only put the number of guests as you're signing up for the event. Only put the number of guests coming that you believe will actually be helping. So one of the questions from Bonnie is, my 11-year-old will be helping. I'll need to bring my 4-year-old. Hope that's okay. Absolutely. Bring the 4-year-old, bring the 11-year-old. I would only sign up as a guest, you and the 11-year-old, but bring the 4-year-old as well. I think it's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay. How to sign up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on this, Autumn, and you're gonna have to tell me if this does this right. We're gonna go to our website, and on our website, we are going to head to watersedgechurch.net/Love Week, and you're gonna come to this page. Can you see this, Autumn? You can see our website? Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, great. So you can see our website here, and if you're going from the home page, there's a Love Week icon at the bottom as well, but you can just go to watersedgechurch.net/Love Week, and you can kind of scroll down here. The first thing you're going to want to do is sign up now, and so you want to hit that button. It will take you right to VOMO, and our code's already put in there for this. This is our direct sign up link for our organization with VOMO. And VOMO stands for Volunteer Movement, if you're wondering. But this is our database to sign up for Love Week. You should have got an email over the last couple months. Everyone, last month or so, everyone in our organization should have. And there's a couple ways to sign in here. You can create an account if you've never used it before, or if you've logged into this in the past, or you've logged into this, our Planning Center account, you've logged into that, whether it's to register for an event with Water's Edge in the past this year. You can actually hit that login button as well, because we've imported all those logins over, which is so great. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And after we do that, after you've created an account or logged in here, it'll take us to the next page where you should be able to see all of the, as this is processing the request, this normally goes a lot faster. Anyways, it'll take you to this page where you can see all the different projects here and sign up for them. You'll notice on here that there are different campaigns or different categories, and starting with administrative work here. Just a little teaser, we'll be talking about this scanning documents one quite a bit on Sunday, as this is a new project, but it's an exciting different project as well that it's going to be great. Goes down to caring for adults with the Chick-fil-A drop, goes to collecting, sorting, organizing, setting up for different events. It goes through lots of different ones there. The blood drives, whether that's you're going to donate blood or if you're going to serve at the blood drive, those are both there. If you are doing the donating the blood, you also need to sign up at Red Cross's website, which those instructions are there as well. Food prep, which is awesome. I know everyone generally loves the meal packing one there with Lifeline Christian. Obviously, we have some stuff with Grove, another one of our monthly partners. Landscaping, cleaning, painting, construction, and the full projects are down there at the bottom. So that's all the projects there, and the best way to sign up for that is then to click into one of the projects. Say if I wanted to help repair the N95 masks, I would go in there and I would hit. Well, you can see all the different organizations or all the different details in here. You can see the dates, you can see all the different need to knows, like this one, it's inside, and so masks are absolutely required, obviously. And you can see the different ones here. Scroll down to the bottom and you can actually see the different times and days. You would not see the participants here. That's just my view, but you should be able to see the number filled, and these are the different time slots on the different days, generally 3 to 4 hour shifts. You would hit join, And you'd say how many are attending. You'd want to say, if you have kids, like this is what we were saying before, if a 4-year-old is going to attend with you, don't count them here. But if the 11-year-old, you'd have just me, and you'd hit one more. And so you're at me and one guest, you need to hit continue and need to register for that. I'm not going to do that one because I'll be at a different project there. So that is how you register and how you sign up for a project. Same process for every single one of them. The address is mentioned there, and you'll get a confirmation email as well. So, alrighty, that's what we have there. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You can see Autumn and my beautiful faces again, and we'll move on a little bit more. Okay, what questions does everybody have so far? Are there any other questions you guys have? Be throwing those into the chat, and we'll keep rolling with them and answering those questions. Okay, Autumn's giving me the shake head. There's no more questions so far.
No. I see people making fun of me though. Curtis said,
oh, no.
She's okay.
Oh my gosh. Curtis volunteers with Autumn, if anyone is wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, so let's move on to we've done how to sign up. We've covered some of the projects. There's a lot of different fun projects in there. You've seen some of them now. There's Chick-fil-A drop. We'll be dropping Chick-fil-A to all kinds of police headquarters, firehouses, all that kind of great stuff. And you need to sign up for those. There's some in Williamsburg, Hampton, Newport News, and Yorktown. So we're loving on everybody there. And it's a lot of great projects, family friendly projects. Any of those landscaping projects, for the most part, are family friendly. The meal packaging, the mask repair, all those are family friendly projects as well. That'd be great to jump into. I do have one really exciting thing, Autumn. I don't even think you know about this one, so I lied in that you didn't know everything. I apologize for this, but it's kind of been on purpose. It's a secret, so you'll see why. I see a question in here, and I'll get to it in a second, Paul, but the quick answer is yes, there will be shirts on Sunday. There will be shirts on Sunday, but I'll get the more details to that in just a second. So, all right, teaser for Sunday. Here we go. Autumn, are you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Okay, this is just a tease. I can't give you the whole thing, but there's going to be an exciting thing happening on Sunday that involves buying and giving away a car on Sunday to one of my favorite people / organizations. And so you're gonna wanna check out on Sunday what we're doing with that in relation to random acts of kindness, because that's gonna be a huge part of Love Week this year as well, especially if you're online. So check that out on Sunday. It's a big random act of kindness, including buying a car. You'll wanna check that out and see that happen on Sunday. We've been planning that for a month and a half or so now, and so I'm really excited about that. That's one small teaser of a couple random acts of kindness that we did in preparation for this that I think you're gonna love. Is that exciting, Autumn?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would you take a free car?
I would love a free car. Every time I drive mine, it makes a weird sound, and I'm like, ooh, I could really use a new one.
Can you imitate that sound for us?
Yeah, we don't want me to do that.
You don't want that? Okay.
No, that might scare everybody away.
Think about it. We'll give you another opportunity to do that at the end.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I see a question here for Chick-fil-A. Everyone picks up in Newport News, no matter where the drop-off is. That is not the case. So for Chick-fil-A drop, when you sign up, it'll give you the very specific details. However, if you are going to drop off Chick-fil-A for Newport News, Yorktown, or Hampton, you will pick up the Chick-fil-A from the Patrick Henry Mall Chick-fil-A. You will not have to get out of your car, but that's where you're picking up from. If you're delivering to anywhere in Williamsburg, that will be, you'll pick up from the Moortown Road Chick-fil-A in Williamsburg. Great question, Pamela. Right, did I answer that question well, Autumn?
Yeah.
Okay, but whatever you signed up for, just make sure you pay attention to the confirmation email and what you signed up for there. It'll have all your details in their addresses of where you're picking up, and then when you get there, we'll give you addresses of where you're delivering to for that. So awesome. Okay, moving on down. We talked about the different categories and campaigns, and once you, one thing I wanted to point out is that when you are looking for specific days, like I know that I don't have to be at a specific project on Saturday. There's lots of projects happening Saturday, but I'm not committed to one yet that I need to lead. And so I know that I have Saturday free and I can go find a project. And so what you want to do, if you know you have Saturday free, you want to go into all the projects where they're there and click into a campaign. And then at the top, you should have a dates filter. You can click that date, and then you can see which projects are on Saturday and pick the projects from there. You do need to click into each of the 4 or 5 campaigns to see those projects. But there is a way to do that, so you can see that right in there. So that is definitely possible. And I know that's a huge deal for this. Okay, new project for this year, Autumn, which is kind of exciting. We've never done this before. We don't generally do projects for ourselves. We just don't have projects that we host much more than some student group events or meal packaging, things like that. We've done a couple in the past, but this year we're hosting a repairing N95 masks, which is kind of cool that we got some masks from a local healthcare organization who have said we found these masks back from a couple years ago, and because they've been sitting in a warehouse, the rubber straps on them have dry rotted, and so you pull them and they disintegrate basically. And so they need to be they're all brand new in box packaged. They just need to be they need new straps on them, and so we committed to helping them repair almost 30,000.
Oh, wow.
Which is it's crazy. Like that is honestly, that is so much more of bigger of a number than I realized when I started bringing all these boxes of masks into the campus to work on them. And then I couldn't believe how many masks, and just towering piles of these boxes of masks. And so we get to help repair those. We're well into this project already. We've been doing it for the past couple months. And so you can sign up. There are 4 different opportunities to sign up for it this week, and you can sign up for those. And it's a great project to be able to go out. Some of the masks that we've actually got with this are small size, which has been an issue for healthcare workers to find size small masks. Generally, they're regular sized or maybe oversized, but rarely are there small size masks. And so quite a few of those masks are small. And so we are well into this. We've already done 6,000 of the 30,000. Marie mentioned on Facebook, and she wants me to clarify that we are not sewing. There is no sewing involved. I've done this and I can't sew. So I promise you there's no sewing involved. You don't even need to bring anything with you other than wear your own mask to do this. We have all the things included. It includes using zip ties, cutting some rubber strips, or strips of rubber down to length and to size. And so we have everything that you'll need with that. Marie says, I have some questions about TJ. I don't know what that means. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we'll be doing those masks. There's 4 different times. You can check that out. I think the project is called Repairing N95 Masks, and you should sign up for one of those. That's new this year. A couple other new projects this year, but it lets you find those. Autumn, maybe this is a good time for you to tell us what your favorite project is.
Ooh,
maybe I'm gonna break this down. Let me break this down to a couple different categories. Okay, what's the favorite project that you've done in the past that we may or may not be doing this year? It doesn't have to be your favorite, like one of your favorites.
Okay. Last year I went to a nursing home in Yorktown, and I got to play board games with people that live in there. That was super amazing. I got to hear a ton of awesome stories from these people, and they were so grateful to have us be there and to just talk to them and like hang out with them a little bit. So I really, really like doing that. I just love being around people.
That's so great. That's good. It's probably why you volunteer all the time for everything. You just like people.
That's it.
That's good. Okay, that's great. That's great. I have to be honest that is not an option for a project this year. As you can probably guess that we are not allowed to go into nursing homes right now, which is a bummer. But we still love them and praying for them and plan to go back just as soon as we can. So what's a project maybe that that's happening this year that's your favorite?
My favorite. I was actually looking at the list, and I have done almost all of those events before. And I don't know if I could choose a favorite one, a specific one. I really enjoy doing the landscaping and painting events. I like to actually see things getting done. So with the landscaping, you can take a before picture, you can take an after picture, and you see that something was done. So any of those events, I would say 100% yes, love it. And I would really like the blood drives too. I don't enjoy needles, but I try to make it out to the blood drives each year to give blood. And the workers are always super friendly. And sometimes you get snacks afterwards, which isn't too bad either.
That's great. That's awesome. Maybe so. I'll throw one thing in there about the blood drive, and then maybe you can tell us about the project after this. Maybe you can tell us about the project that you're actually going to be a vision caster at. You're leading a project, I believe, in Jamestown. Maybe you can tell us about that in just a second, so you can be thinking about that. But one thing I'll say about the blood drives that's really, really neat is that every blood donation right now, so as long as you actually are able to give blood and do that, that it comes with a COVID-19 antibody test, kind of a perk that Red Cross is throwing out there. I did that last week, and within about, I think I gave Wednesday, and by Sunday, when I checked again, my results were posted, and thankfully I was negative. And so that kind of gave me an idea that I'm doing pretty good with wearing a mask generally, and to keep that up, because I have not had it, I still could get it. And even if I do know that even if you have the antibody, that there's some possibilities there. I don't know the full extent of that, but there are certainly details on the website, on Red Cross's website, about getting that test as well. So anyways, so that's really cool with the blood drive. Autumn, tell us about the project you're leading, that people could come be a part of. Are there still spots open for your project?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of spots.
Cool. Okay, so tell us about the project.
So I am actually going to be leading an event with James City County Parks and Rec. It's going to be up in Toano, and we are going to be helping to clean up a park. We are going to be removing invasive plant species from the park, which is super cool to me. I'm an environmental scientist, so I get to kind of pull in some of my background for the project. But they have had the master naturalists out there bugging them, asking them to remove these invasive species. So I'm really looking forward to get to go out there and help make those people really happy.
That's great. I love it. And is that really what the project's called? Is it called removing invasive species?
Invasive species removal at whatever the park name is. I can't off the top of my head.
Awesome. Well, I'm checking for that right now. Invasive. Yep, it's called invasive species removal. I bet you can't say that 5 times fast. Invasive species removal at Little Creek, and the actual address is listed there as well. But invasive species removal. If you want to go volunteer with Autumn for a Love Week, I know she'd love to volunteer with you, hang out with you, and that'd be a great time to love on some Parks and Rec there as well. I can't say Parks and Rec without thinking about the show with Ron Swanson, and man, so good. Okay, anyway, back to the topic. You didn't see it?
No.
You've not seen Parks and Rec?
I think I've seen maybe like half of an episode, but that's it.
Can everyone give a thumbs down to Autumn in the chat for this? That'd be great. I appreciate that.
I haven't seen The Office either.
Okay, 2 thumbs down for Autumn in the chat, just for not seeing these different ones. Okay, well, we covered Autumn's favorite project, and Autumn, you now have some fantastic homework to do, going back and watching Parks and Rec and The Office. That will keep you busy for quite a while with quarantine. Awesome. So there you go. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 2 more things, and then we'll take some more questions. If anybody's got them, don't forget to throw some questions in the chat there, and we will answer them right away, and let you know what is what. Someone just posted in chat that they've never seen either show.
That's
My
right.
word. Okay. All right. I didn't think you'd get any backup on that. Okay. Well, okay. So I want to talk about the random acts of kindness a bit more. You'll see on Sunday, this is just a tease again, that we'll be doing a bigger random act of kindness. We did it this week, and you'll get to see that on Sunday. However, our big random act of kindness is in hopes of you guys, everyone doing their own random acts of kindness. So on Sunday, you'll be getting random act of kindness cards that you can pick up off of one of our tables, and go out and do random acts of kindness yourself. And they're the sky's the limit, really, as it comes to these acts of kindness, because it's up to you what you do. It doesn't have to be a monetary thing. It could be a monetary thing. You could send someone a $5 Starbucks gift card and on your phone, and that could be a random act of kindness. Whatever the case is, you can do it. This is wide open to however you want to perform this random act of kindness. You could, like I said, you could send them a Starbucks gift card. You could pay for someone in line behind you at Chick-fil-A. You could, and what's really cool about that is one time I saw, a couple years ago, we did this. One time I saw that one person started this at a Starbucks here in Yorktown, and it just kept it going for like the rest of the day. Like everyone was paying for the next person in line at Starbucks. It's got just kind of a cool thing what that starts. And man, just think about how much joy that brings to people as they like hear that someone paid for their meal, and in turn they pass it on, which is awesome. So I think something gets started when you do that. And so random acts of kindness. You can mow someone's lawn. You could take their grocery cart back to the corral for them. You could do all kinds of things. You could bake them cookies. You could send them food with DoorDash. You could write them a letter and just stick a card in the letter for them. You can anything. This random act of kindness is really really for our online community as well, because there's so many projects that you can't do if you're not local. And so random acts of kindness is something that you can absolutely do. You can donate things to a local nonprofit. You could go through your clothes in your clothes closet in quarantine, and then go donate them to Goodwill, or to if you're local, you could donate to the Habitat for Humanity or the Restore, depending on what the items are. And so that's a great opportunity there as well. All kinds of random acts of kindness you could think of to do. But the one thing I'll say that you should do when you do it is that you should use hashtag WEC Love Week when using those cards, and take a picture of you doing the random act of love, random act of kindness, and then tag that, and I'll go on our Facebook or Instagram, and so we'll kind of see what everybody's doing. I think that's a really fun thing. And then another thing I want to show now is what those cards look like, because there's a downloadable version that you can print, and there's a shareable text graphic that you can do as well. And so I'll show you that too. So I'm going to share my screen again here. Share screen. We want Google Chrome. We're going to share that, and I'm going to go back. Let's see, minimize, and we want to go back to Love Week here. So when you're on our Love Week page, watersedgechurch.net/Love Week, you're going to scroll to the bottom where these random acts of kindness section. And just like we say, even though we're physically distant, we don't have to be necessarily socially distant, and you can download one of these cards to show someone some love. And there's a couple ways you can do that here. You can download a card to print, and this is like this is a throwback, man. If you made cards on your own computer, like in the 90s, you used a program called Greetings Workshop. Autumn, I don't know if you know about Greetings Workshop, but man, I think it was a PC thing only. And so you would get on this Greetings Workshop and create greeting cards, and you print them out, and it'd show you how to fold them in half twice, and it'd have, whatever you wrote in there printed out. And I had a picture that my mom sent me a couple weeks ago as I was thinking through this, from some cards that I made from Greetings Workshop. But anyways, total side tangent, but you can download this card. You fold it in half twice. You can write a little note in if you like, but it's set up so you could just give it to somebody and print it out at home without actually ever coming to get cards physically from us. So online campus, this is you. This is for you to use, and also the downloadable, shareable graphic is that second button down there. You can post on social media using hashtag WEC Love Week, or you can just send it. One of the things that I love to do is send people gift cards through text. And really, it's a really cool opportunity if you have an iPhone. Sorry, all of you Droid users out there, but I'm going to show how this works because I think it's so cool. Okay, can you see my face again, Autumn?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome. So Autumn, you have an iPhone, right?
I do.
You do have an iPhone. Okay, Autumn. So thank you so much for helping out with me today, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my phone here at the bottom, these little apps here. I have the Starbucks app installed, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Autumn. Wow, that's really bright. I'm going to send Autumn a gift card for actually helping me out. So you click the Starbucks icon, and you click the card you want to send. It gives you a bunch of options for what the little gift card is going to look like. And so I'm going to send Autumn one that says, "You're the best, just saying," and it's going to pop up how much money I want to give you. I'm going to send you a $5 gift card, and then I'll buy you half a drink, I think, at Starbucks.
Yep.
And, I'm going to hit buy and go through the steps to pay. Super easy, and you should have that in your text in about 30 seconds, Autumn. So I'm going to double click to pay. Boom, and processing, and it's sending you a $5 gift card at Starbucks right now. And I'm also going to attach. There it goes. You should have it now, and you should have. I'm also going to be sending you. Look at that. Come on, you're the best. Just saying.
Thanks.
Appreciate you, Autumn. There we go. And I would also obviously attach the downloadable, shareable graphic to send in the text as well, because hey, that's just a random act of kindness. It's really not that random because you're helping me, and so it's a thank you. But maybe I'll send one later tomorrow to you or somebody else, and just say it's a random act of kindness. So anyways, that's another option for you. I thought that's kind of super cool. You can do that right in messages there. If you really want to go crazy, you can give somebody a $25 Starbucks gift card, and you could buy 2 drinks.
I actually had somebody do that to me earlier today. One of my coworkers sent me a $25 Starbucks gift card, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Wow. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, now I feel cheap. I'm gonna have to send you more. Okay.
That's
okay. Awesome. Well, okay. So the last thing I want to talk about that I promised Paul a minute ago is talk about shirts a little bit more, Autumn, because I make sure I covered everything with the random acts of kindness. Again, online community, random acts of kindness. This is your jam. I promise you're gonna have so much fun with this. You do not have to spend money. There's all kinds of things that you can do as well. Just make sure you use that card and tag hashtag WEC Love Week on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use. Okay, last thing, shirts. This Sunday at all of our physical campuses, Yorktown and Newport News, if you attend, you'll be able to get a WEC Love Week shirt on the way out per size. Don't worry, we are being they're sanitized. We're not handing them out. You're just going to grab one off the table and roll. And roll is funny because they'll be in rolls. You'll grab your size and head out. And so what we're doing this year is we decided, hey, what if this year, 10th year Love Week, we do throwback to every one of our shirts we've done in the past. And so we have so many shirts from the past 10 Love Weeks. And so we decided we're going to grab all of those shirts and give those out this time. I know some people would say, oh, do you have any of the aqua one that we did 4 years ago? And I'll say, no, these are the new shirts we're giving out the burgundy shirts this year, And so there'll be options there as well. First come, first serve to grab those shirts. But there are all sizes available. There are lots of different colors available. There's we don't have kid sizes, but we do have tons of extra small shirts from way throwback. Like this is like pre Love Week logo change. Like it's like a black shirt with red and white on the front with all kinds of lines through it. I don't even think I have that one anymore, so I'm a little bummed. But we do have cool. Those for. You still have it?
Yeah.
Autumn, how many Love Week?
Fun fact: I got that shirt at a yard sale. I wasn't even at WEC at that time, but somebody decided, hey, I'm gonna get rid of this, and I got it at a yard sale.
Hey, one man's yard sale as someone else's treasure, as Autumn's Love Week treasure. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, how many Love Week shirts do you think you have?
Oh gosh, I probably have at least 10. So I have 2 of these gray ones because I was volunteering like every single day, all day, 1 year, and I was like, I have 2 shirts because I can't do that much laundry. And I have those 2. I have a red one. Then I have like the other color red one. I have an aqua one, and then 2 or 3 of those random years from yard sales. So I think I probably have at least 10.
That's awesome. And I can't imagine how many more other Water's Edge shirts you have. So
way too many.
A lot. So come on Sunday, get yourself a shirt. Make sure you see the part in service where we're talking about a lot. Pastor Stu and I will be on stage on Sunday talking about Love Week, and but there'll be we'll show that random act of kindness talking about the car. So we're super excited about that, obviously, and a couple organizations who are helping out for Love Week that I absolutely love. You'll hear more about those and a couple projects that are going live here shortly as well, and it's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so good. Also, Autumn, any final thoughts about Love Week? Why do you, maybe you can share with us why you love Love Week, and we'll give a half a second to let people ask questions in the chat. So Autumn, what do you love about Love Week?
I really love that I can volunteer with people from every area of my life. I love seeing church people volunteer with coworkers, with people from their past, maybe people that don't even go to church. This is a great opportunity to invite people to volunteer with you and to just be along your side to help these organizations. I think that's really, really special to just show these organizations love with all of the people that you love.
That's awesome. I just responded to a couple chats from Facebook from Bonnie and Pamela, and so you should be seeing those jump in there pretty soon, Pamela and Bonnie. Alrighty. Well, any other questions that we need to ask? Autumn, I appreciate you sharing and jumping on here with me so much. It's always a joy hanging out with you. Autumn coaches at the 6 p.m. service in Yorktown, and I have had the privilege for years of leading with Autumn, and just a joy to be around, always happy, smiling. And I know that if you go volunteer at one of the James City County parks and parks with her, that you'll have a blast as well. But not just from hanging out with Autumn, but because it's a blast serving on people. And I love what Stu said this past Sunday, that praise requires sacrifice, and also said that praise takes the focus off of us. I think it's so good. Praise takes focus off of us and puts it where it belongs, on God. It takes focus off of us and puts focus on God. And I think that the exact same thing happens when we serve others, we serve other organizations. It makes it not about us. And hey, that's one of our cultural values, right? It's not about me, it's about others. And so Love Week is just the perfect time to be able to live that out, right? And we get to go do and be the hands and feet of that value and of the verse that we shared in the beginning. I'll just leave everybody with that. We're getting ready to sign off here. Appreciate everyone joining on. If you have any questions, feel free to email missions@watersedgechurch.net. If you have further questions, if you need help with signing up, whatever the case is, that email is also on the Water's Edge Love Week page. And so we'd love to hear from you there. Okay, last thing, I'll lead you with this verse again. John 13:35 says this: "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples." By this, if you love one another. That's so good. Well, Autumn, I appreciate you. And everyone, we loved seeing some people jump on here, and give this video a share, a like if you want, and let some people know about Love Week, and go sign up for some projects. watersedgechurch.net/Love Week. We'll see you guys out there next week. It's going to be an absolute blast. We'll see you all. Bye.
Bye.